So hi, hello, very good evening. Once again, welcome back to the session, everyone. This is your mentor Kabilan. In this session, we'll be seeing the complete strategy and the preparational tips for the CAT 2021. And kindly watch this video fully so that you'll be getting you hardly have 9 months of preparation left out for your CAT. That is going to happen on November. So definitely this video will be helpful for all the aspirants preparing for CAT exam. And most importantly, before getting into the session, let me don't forget to join us on the social media platforms, that is in our YouTube channel Unacademy CAT4MBA, and also in our Telegram channel MBA, where you'll be getting all the lively updates and the CAT classes which will be scheduled for daily. Okay, so talking about one beautiful option called Ask a Doubt, where in Unacademy Learning app you will be given an option called Ask a Doubt at the top right corner. You can simply click on it, where if you face any doubts during your preparational point, you can simply capture that question just by using the option called take a picture or choose from the gallery on the screen. You can simply crop it down to the specific question, and just don't forget to mention under which subject the question falls under. Okay, so select the correct subject that belongs. So we'll take care of the rest of the thing. Your solution will be reached with you very soon. Okay, and talking about the Unacademy Subscription Plus, you can use my discount code KAPI10 to get an absolute 10% off, so that for 1 year your CAT Plus subscription will be 15,750, and for 2 years it's gonna be 18,900. Okay, and here we have the iconic badge for CAT 2021. So what makes it different from a normal Plus badge? If you see, you'll be getting all the benefits of the Plus badge subscription, and also with that, in addition to that, you'll be getting the personal mentor who will be dedicated for you 24/7, and the mentor will be a graduate from the top B schools. Okay, so and also you will be provided with test analysis and reports that will absolutely make you better in your preparational progress. And also, most importantly, we will be concentrating on other management entrance tests as well. Okay, so not only for CAT but also for other management entrance exams like MAT, ZAT, SNAP, CMAT, DISNET, CMAT, DISMAT, GMAT, and various other management related exams. Okay, so the price hike is happening soon, so kindly don't forget to get the subscription very soon just by using my use code KAPI10, where you'll be getting an absolute 10% off. So you can quickly subscribe now, and most importantly, the batches are kickstarting from 6th of March. That is the complete weekend batch for CAT 2021, and the 8th of March it's going to be the perfect score 2.0 for CAT 2021. And 8th of March again, it's going to be the exclusive weekday evening batch for CAT 2021. Okay, so this is all about the batches getting started and getting to the strategy that we really need to focus on for CAT 2021. Okay, so most importantly, guys, we hardly have 9 months left out for our preparation. Okay, so definitely this is one crucial period if you're really looking for your future in IIMs. Okay, so definitely, to start off with, the very first point which we really need to keep in mind is trying to set up the goal. Okay, so it is not like everybody just start with the preparation for CAT and then leaving here in between, and finally ending up with your worst performance. It's not something like that. The coin is the other way. If you try to see this, the proper strategy is to set your goal first. Okay, for example, if you want to cross the limit of threshold of 90 percentile, let's say, you need to make sure you have a proper preparational plan. That happens by setting up your goal. Okay, so the second important thing is decoding your syllabus. That's ultimately important. Okay, first we need to know what are all the syllabus which comes under the CAT preparation 2021, and most importantly, we need to be strong with the basics. That is also called building fundamentals. Okay, so right from the various syllabus we have, VARC, Quant, and LRDI, we need to be very strong with the basics. We need to be absolutely confident with the fundamentals. And the fourth important thing is mastering the medium to tough level problems after that. So it is actually in an evolution process. If you see, first we need to decode the syllabus. Second thing is we need to make sure we are really strong with the basics. Third important thing is mastering medium to master level questions, which falls under all the topics. And fifth important thing is to take ideal mocks with absolute accuracy, that is with 100% accuracy is important. So we need to make sure that this is one cyclic process. First we need to start with the basics, that is with the fundamentals. Second, with practicing and mastering the medium to tough level questions. Third is one to taking medium to ideal mocks with accuracy. And the sixth important thing, obviously, if you're clearing with absolute flying colors, definitely you'll be called for an interview. You need to prepare for the interview side as well. Okay, igniting the group discussion, personal interview, and the written ability tests. Okay, so we need to revamp it. And the fourth ultimate goal is to convert the IIMs. Okay, so definitely this will help you. Let me explain this in a one by one. Let me just take you to the very first thing. That is, if you see for the last year, that is for 2020, the CAT exam, the exam pattern was slightly bit changed due to the COVID-19 crisis and all. Okay, so here if you see, normally we'll be having 100 questions, but last year it was only 76 questions that was being asked, and the type of question was absolutely MCQ. No, the examination mode was online. Yeah, so the sectional time that's been given for each section, it was only 40 minutes. But previously, standardly, it would be 60 minutes for each sections. That is, for 3 sections, you'll be given 60 plus 60 plus 60, a total of 180 minutes. That is a matter of 3 hours. But this time, it's been absolutely given only for 40 minutes sectional time. And most importantly, the total marks that's been allocated, it is not over 300, it's going to be 228 for the last year I'm talking. Okay, this is the exam pattern which happened for the last year, that is for CAT 2020. Okay, and the marks per question was 3, and the negative marking was there, but there is no negative marking for theta questions. Okay, that is means unattempted and non-MCQ questions. Okay, so the total duration was scheduled to be 120 minutes. This was the exam pattern which happened for the last year CAT 2020 due to the COVID-19 crisis. But this year, it is expected to be the normal standard exam pattern. We will discuss that soon. Okay, and if you go for the CAT syllabus, as I told you before, after setting up your goal that you sure shot, crack CAT with flying colors, definitely we need to decode the syllabus. What are all the important things which comes under the syllabus that we really need to concentrate. Okay, so when it comes to the first thing, VARC, verbal ability and reading comprehension, what are all the important sections that we really need to concentrate? So the first important thing is the fill in the blanks, very important. Second important thing, that is the verbal reasoning, sentence completion, grammar, syllogisms, jumbled paragraphs, para completion and inference, contextual usage, foreign language words used in English, reading comprehension, very important, and analogies, sentence correction, verbal logic, para jumbles, and different usage of the same word, idioms, antonyms, and one word substitution. So these are all the various important sections that we really need to concentrate. And most importantly, the crucial part here is trying to make sure you develop the habit of reading for at least 45 to 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour a day. Okay, so make sure you inculcate the habit of reading any sort of articles or newspapers or editorials, whatever the case may be, because that will directly influence your potential in solving the reading comprehensions. Okay, that is really important. And make sure you're really good in vocabulary. Okay, you're really good in vocabulary, and most importantly, the sentence correction part as well. Okay, so these are all the absolute things that will fall under the verbal ability and reading comprehension syllabus. Okay, so most important thing is, a lot of people will be facing difficulties to solve the reading comprehension part. So how we can easily overcome that? Just by, as I told you already, just by doing the daily practice of inculcating at least 45 minutes to 1 hour of reading any long textual articles or editorials. In that way, you can able to go, you can get on with the habit of fast reading. Fast reading in the sense you need to read it fast. At the same time, you need to get all the contextual data in head as well. Okay, that will sure help you in the process. And the second important thing when it comes to the DILR syllabus, that is the data interpretation and logical reasoning part. These are all the predominantly listed important topics that we really need to concentrate on DILR. So when it comes to LR, you have blood relations, you have clocks and calendars, syllogisms, series, statements and Venn diagrams, propositions, the data arrangements, data structures, and the direction sense, coding and decoding, assumptions, puzzles, and then sets and case lists are very important when it comes to DI, and bar graphs and line graphs, most important, pie charts, tables, family tree, binary logic, and seating arrangement, and the last is data sufficiency. So these are all the handpicked important sections that we really need to concentrate on the CAT DILR syllabus. And when it comes to DI and LR, in the recent years, this happens to be the toughest out of the topics in CAT. Because why? Because many of the aspirants, they cannot able to crack it 100%. Okay, so when if you ask my perception, out of the three topics, that is VARC, Quant, and DILR, I would say DILR would be the most challenging part, most challenging topic that we really need to focus on. Okay, and the third important part is the quantitative aptitude. So the various topics which will come under the quantitative aptitude, and we need to have a sound knowledge on the arithmetic part. So most importantly, when it comes to quant, we need to have a sound knowledge on the arithmetic part, that is on the profit and loss, percentage, simple and compound interest, and then averages, various other things, actually time, speed and distance, time and work. And also we need to have a sound knowledge on the algebra sections, that is on the geometry, trigonometry, algebra, mensuration, these things. Okay, and modern maths also literally important. We need to have a sound knowledge on probabilities, permutation and combination, square roots and cube roots. So these things are ultimately important. Try to make sure, if you're really confident in quantitative ability, this will definitely influence your percentile. Okay, so when usually if you start up your CAT preparation from the scratch, I would say first make yourself comfortable with the arithmetic part. That is the real point that will definitely give you the confidence and the drive towards the other parts of the syllabus. Okay, so this is all about the syllabus for the quantitative aptitude, and here we have the important things, important blocks that we really need to concentrate to crack CAT. So first, as I told you, we need to know, we need to decode the syllabus first. Second important thing is we need to know the exam pattern, how it happens. Okay, and most importantly, when it comes to CAT exam, you will be provided with a virtual calculator. Okay, you'll be provided with a virtual calculator. So whenever if you face any sort of bigger mathematical operations, multiplications or divisions or something like that, you can literally use that and get the answers out of it. Okay, and we need to know the quantitative aptitude formulas to keep in mind. DI charts and graphs are really vital, and LR tips and trips that we really need to keep in mind. And most importantly, keeping a regular practice on the reading comprehension and vocabulary. So these are all the key elements that we really need to concentrate. Okay. Yes, as I told you, the exam pattern for the year 2021, it is the same thing. You can expect 34 questions from the verbal ability and reading comprehension. So the total MCQs with the negative marking, if you see, it really ranges from 24 to 25, and total of non-MCQ, we call it beta, right? that is, you'll be getting approximately 9 to 10. Okay, so MCQs you can get it from 24 to 25, and 9 to 10 you can get it from non-MCQs. Okay, so for non-MCQs there is no negative marking. For MCQs you have a negative marking of -1. Okay, so we can expect 34 questions from BARC and 32 from DILR and 34 from Quant. Okay, so this is what you can expect from MCQ or non-MCQ type of questions, and a total of 300 marks for 100 questions. Each question carries 3 marks, so a total of 300 marks will be dedicated for this. Okay, this is going to be the ultimate exam pattern for the year 2021. So have this in mind, make up your strategy, and most importantly, when it comes to the time that we need to get on with for the next 9 months that we are left with. Most importantly, let's say if I want to go for a week from Monday to Sunday, what is the ideal time which you can able to use it up for your preparation? For example, let's say you're starting on Monday. You can solely dedicate 2 hours for Quant if you're starting as a beginner, okay, right from the scratch. And you can dedicate 1 to 2 hours of DILR and 1 hour for BRC. That's it. So totally, ideally, if you can able to dedicate 4 hours of your preparation for a day, that itself is more than enough. But most importantly, make sure if you dedicate 4 hours of preparation, you need to be 100% in that. So there should not be any sort of distraction like using your mobile phone or hanging out with friends in between or talking to your girlfriends, nothing like that. Okay, you need to be solely dedicated with 4 hours of preparation every day. This thing has to be consistent, okay, right from Monday to Sunday. So let's say if you do this, routine from Monday to Friday, Saturday you need to take a mock. Make sure you should not take mocks at the very first. After getting confident, after having the sound knowledge of the basics, you can straightly jump into the mocks. Okay, you can take a full length mock for 3 hours. Okay, sitting for 3 hours on Saturday. Okay, just make sure you do that, and Sunday you go for the complete analysis of the mock which you have taken. Okay, so you need to take it for 3 hours full-fledged mock on Saturday. On Sunday you can go for the mock analysis. Let's say if you do for 2 or 3 hours, and most importantly, after completing the complete analysis, try to retake the same mock again for 3 hours. Try to make sure you get all the 100 questions right on the retake of the mock. Okay, in this way, short, it will increase your potential of scoring the marks and having the edge over. Okay, definitely this is really important. If you are a beginner who want to start the preparation for CAT right from scratch, definitely try to imply this. This will short get you a fruitful result. Okay, so this is what my strategy is all about, guys. And most importantly, let me just give you some of the interesting questions. Yeah. Sorry guys, there was an interruption in the connection. So yes, to answer Vidhi Gupta's question, how to prepare IPMAT, definitely you can apply the same sort of things for your IPMAT preparation as well. That is way more easier when it compared with your CAT preparation. Okay, so that will be way more easier. You can apply the same type of daily routines which I said. And most importantly, I'll just give you some sample of questions that appeared in CAT. So let me just try to do this and just give you a bird's eye view, like how exactly the questions will be in your exams. Okay, so let's try to go for the very first question, guys. Come on. If you see here, 2/5 of the voters promised to vote for A and the rest promised to vote for B. Okay, of these, the last day 15% of the voters went back to their promise to vote for A, and 25% of the voters went back of their promise to vote for B. Okay, so, and A lost by 200 votes. That's what they said. You need to find what is the total number of votes. Okay, so listen carefully. In order to address this question, first of all, let me take X to be the total number of votes. If I take X to be the total number of votes, I know the fact that 2 by 5th of the voters vote for A. So it is promised that the persons who vote for A, it is 2 by 5th of X. Like in the same way, it is promised that the persons who vote for B, it is the rest, that is 3 by 5th, they vote for B. But on the last day, what happened? 15% of the voters went back of their promise to vote for A. So how many voters they backed for A? They backed off A. It is 15%. So it's going to be 15 by 100 of 2 by 5 of X. They backed off A, which means they are voting for B. Like in the same way, the number of voters they backed off B, if you see, it is 25%. They went back. Okay, so it's going to be 25% means it is nothing but 1 by. So let me take it 1 by 25%. So 25 by 100 of 3 by 5 of X. That's it. And I know the fact that due to this fact, A lost by 200 votes. So let me find what is the actual vote A has got. Actual votes A has got. If I want to see that, it is nothing but out of the total number of votes, that is 2 by 5x. If I try to subtract this, voters who backed off A, let me try to simplify this. You'll be getting 3. So we'll be getting minus 6 by 100 x. And if I try to add this one, nothing but 1 by 4, right? 1 by 4 means plus 3 by 20x. This is the actual number of votes A has got, and the actual number of votes B has got is nothing but from 3 by 5x. If I try to subtract 1, that is 3 by 20x, and if I try to add 6 by 100, 6 by 100 is nothing but, okay, let me take 6 by 100x. That's it. So let's try to take LCM for this. So if we do LCM, we'll be getting 40x minus 6x plus 15x divided by 100 is equal to, so in this way it will be 55. From 55, if 6 goes out, you'll be getting 49x by 100. And like in this way, if you go for it, here you'll be having 60x minus 15x plus 6x divided by 100. So this would give you 46x by 100. That's it. So now what they say, A lost by 200 votes. So it is very clear that if I simply do 46x by 100 minus 49x by 100, I'd be probably getting 200. Right? So if we try to do this, what exactly will be the answer for this, guys? So we'll be getting 3x is equal to so it's gonna be, we have 51 here. So ultimately, if you try to do this, you'll be getting here 51x minus 49x is equal to, be getting 20,000. So 2x is equal to 20,000. So ultimately, x is equal to 10,000. That's it. So the number of votes, the total number of votes that is there for both A and B here in the question, answer for this question, it's going to be option A. 10,000 is actually the right answer for the given question. Okay. Clear, guys? Come on, let's go for the next question. To try to address this question, you have a fresh grapes which contain 80% water by weight, while dry grapes contain 20% water by weight. what is the weight of dry grapes that can be obtained from 20 kgs of fresh grapes? So listen carefully. If you take fresh grapes, you know the fact that you have 80% water. If 80% is water in the fresh grapes, it is understood that the rest of 20% would be grapes. Like in the same way, if you go for dry grapes, you have 20% water. If 20% is water, the rest of 80% will be grapes. Very simple, right? Now what you have 20 kgs of fresh grapes, and they're asking you, out of this 20 kgs of fresh grapes, how many kgs of dry grapes would be obtained? So listen carefully. What I first do, I'll just go for the distribution. I know the fact that in fresh grapes, 80% is water, right? So 80% of 20 will give me 16 kg, that is water. If 16 kg is water, then the rest of 4 kg will be grapes, right? Very simple. So 4 kg is grapes. So it is very clear that if I want to convert this 4 kg of grapes that is obtained in the fresh grapes into the dry grapes, then if at all, if I say, if this 4 kg is nothing but 80% of grapes in dry grapes, then I would say the rest of 20% water will be what? If 80% is 4 kg, 20% will be 1 kg. That's it. So it is the 100% of dry grapes, it would be 4 plus 1, 5 kg. That's it. Okay. So very simple, guys. The answer for this question is going to be option 1. From 20 kgs of fresh grapes, you would get 5 kgs of dry grapes. That's it. Okay. We'll quickly go for the next question. Yeah. Here you have a small pool filled only with water. Okay, you have a pool. Let's say if this is a pool, initially you have some water here, and they have clearly said will require an additional 300 gallons of water in order to be filled to 80% of its capacity. Okay, there is already some water here. I'm not very certain about, but I know the fact that if pumping in this 300 additional gallons of water will increase the amount of the water in the pool by 30%. So it is very clear that if it was 1000 liters initially, that is 1000 gallons of water initially only, if I pump in an additional of 300 gallons of water, that would increase the water in the pool by 30%. Okay, just by the second statement, I can able to figure out that initially it was 1000 gallons of water, and if I additionally pump in 300 gallons of water, that would increase the amount of water in the pool by 30%. So now it is very simple that I got to know 1000 plus 300. So 1300 gallons of water is nothing but 80% of the total capacity of the pool. Right? So 1300 gallons is nothing but 80%. And if at all, if I want to find what is 100% of the total capacity of the pool, what I simply do. So if 1300 is 80%, then 100% would be probably 1625. So it's going to be option 2. 1625 gallons of water is the total capacity of the pool for the question. Okay, very simple question, nothing to complicate. Very important question as well. Okay, let's go for the next question, guys. Come on. Here you have a question where a microbes culturing lab has a dish of bacteria. Okay, let's say you have a dish in which you have some bacteria which is capable of multiplying itself in a minute. Okay, this bacteria inside the dish is capable of multiplying itself in a minute. Okay, and they have clearly said if the dish becomes full of bacteria in 40 minutes. Okay, what they say, in 40 minutes, in a matter of 40 minutes, the dish, it becomes full of bacteria. And your question is, in how many minutes it will be 1/4 full. That is, they are asking you in how many minutes it would have been quarter full. That's your question. So ideally, if you think, most of the people would say it is 10 minutes. What they actually think, 40 minutes if it is getting full, 20 minutes it would have been half full, and 10 minutes it would have been 1/4 full. But that's not the case here. What you really need to understand here is, this statement is important. It is capable of multiplying itself in a minute. Okay, so if that is the case, which means initially if you have, let's say, one bacteria, in the second minute it will be having 2, in the third minute it will be having 4, in the fourth minute you will be having 8, which means whatever amount of bacteria you have, the next minute the quantity will be doubled. That's what it means. Okay, if that is the case, then ideally if you think in 40 minutes if it is full, then it is clearly understood that the very before minute, that is at the end of 39th minute, the dish would have been half full. If the dish would have been half full only, that is at the end of 39th minute, the very next minute, that is in the 40th minute, the quantity gets doubled, that is it will become full. And it is very clear that at the end of 38 minutes, the dish would have been 1/4 full. That's it. So the answer for this question is going to be option 4, none of these. And the right answer for this question is absolutely at the end of 38 minutes, the bacteria inside the dish would have been 1/4 full. That is quarter full. That's it. Okay. So very interesting question. So like in this way, you can expect interesting questions in your CAT. So start preparing with us. And if you're really looking for the subscription, and mark the date, most importantly, the CAT exam 2020-2021, it is happening on 28th of November. Okay. So kindly have a proper plan and strategy for your preparation process, and good luck. Okay. And further, if you're really interested to join sessions for subscription, you can kindly use my discount code KAPI10 to get a plus or iconic badge subscription from Unacademy. That will sure shot help you boost scores for your CAT preparation. Okay guys, and do not forget to install our Unacademy Learning app, where you'll be seeing all my special classes and also the special class made by other educators as well. Okay, definitely beneficial for you. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Unacademy CAT4MBA, and also press the bell icon to receive the daily updates. Okay, and with this positive note, signing off this, have a good luck and